morning and welcome back to Behind the Glam with Bridgett. So today I'm on my way to a home to view an empty property for the new series on this channel that's called What Would I Do If This Were My Property. Pretty much it's a recap of me walking through an empty home that's listed and kind of give my perspective on what I would change as far as coloring, paint colors, decor, art, furnishings I would put in this space, any upgrades that I would make in this space. So I'm kind of excited about that. Yesterday I had a great day as well. I had an event to go to and it went really well. It's called She Shines and it's with the local chamber. Every year they have this event and this was my first time being there, so it went very well. I was able to meet some great people, great opportunities from people that didn't even know I exist in the community, which was awesome, and which was my purpose of actually, getting out in the community more, so just people would know that I do exist, so I got so much feedback from that. So I'm trying to incorporate a whole lot more behind the scene footage and, different things onto my channel. For a while, I've pretty much just been showing my projects before, after, but I hadn't really been in the camera to show my face. And I kind of feel like people relate a little bit more when they kind of see the designer and my personality and what I actually do, and me actually in the space. And I will admit, when I'm putting together a project and it's putting it together for reveal day, I kind of tend to get focused on getting the project done, so I forget to pull out my camera and video some footage that I know a lot of you would like to see how it actually gets put together, how it get put together behind the scene, which is a lot of moving pieces. It's a lot of work that goes behind it before you see the beautiful end result. So I'm trying to get more into that part of showing that side of the business, just so you guys can see exactly what actually goes into that. So I am going to be forward facing, like where you seeing me more in the videos, and a lot more behind the scene, because I think that's very interesting. And a lot of people actually had really good response on a video where I was just walking through the store shopping, and my friend had the camera and she was following me through the store, and a lot of people actually loved it and they said do more of those. So we will incorporate a lot more of those as well. And I realize people like to see the footage, like to see behind the scenes, they like to see the designer in her line of work, just doing what I do, which I love what I do. So I'll start incorporating a whole lot more of that. So back to the series. So I feel like it's going to be a really great series. And I'm partnered with, realtors in the area that have empty listings that are empty, that I can walk through and just kind of give my design perspective on the space. What that does is help to realtor as well, where her clients can actually visualize the space. And when I say clients, like potential clients that probably was looking at it but didn't know what to do with it. They liked the space, wouldn't know how to decorate it, or some finishes they may not have liked, but then I can talk about the finishings, what I should finish, what I would do. So I think it's a perfect opportunity too for the realtor and myself as well. I'm really excited about it and a little nervous because this will be my first shooting for it, but I think I'll be okay. So I'm sure there are going to be some bloopers. I'm going to try to see if I can post some bloopers too, because we're going to probably have a lot of different takes before we get it right, but it's okay. I just, we go through as we go through. I don't expect for it to be perfect. This is the first one, so I'm not going to beat myself up really bad if I have to record more times than I expected. So yeah, so stay tuned and I will update you guys. And if you're you're on my channel, you like anything, you know, decor, anything like that, click on that notification bell so you stay updated on anything that I post as well. And follow me, like, subscribe, and follow. Don't forget to press that notification. So, beautiful space. I do like the openness when you walk in here. I really like the openness of it. And the paint color, as you can see, there's a beautiful light gray. You can never go wrong with that color. It's pretty much neutral. For everything, the flooring is great. I would definitely stick with the flooring. For one, the first thing I would do is put a console table here. Beautiful mirror right over the top. On this side, I would put beautiful art here, either a beautiful metal piece of art with the bench sitting right here over this. And this especially, because this is the first thing you see when you walk in. So I would definitely incorporate a huge mirror here. Floor length mirror would be beautiful. Or the new thing that I like to do is stacked art. So I would probably do either two here, picture lights over the top. That would be beautiful to put here in that space. I do like the closet space. Everybody always wants some closet space, so that's perfect. For here, I would definitely incorporate more art here. I'm an art person. I feel like this is the perfect space. Plus, they get that view from down the hallway. So I would definitely put some art here as well. So let's see with this. Okay, so I'm assuming this might be, the kitchen is here. So I'm assuming this might be the dining room. And if it is, it's a huge space. Now, if this is the dining room, of course, a long dining room table would go here. And I like this little bench area. Not sure though, first time I've been in this space, I'm not sure if this is the actual dining room or if this is the family room. Let's go to the other side and take a look first. So this is the kitchen. So I am assuming that this is probably the living room or the family room here. So obviously this is the family room. So what I would do, because you have opening here, I would definitely do a nice L-shaped sectional that would wrap from here all the way to here. And I like it because the space is so big. It's like you can almost do two different sitting areas. Now your TV would be the problem because the way the setup is, you only have this wall and this wall right here. And then you have a nook. So you can either incorporate your TV here on this wall, because now you're covering this entire length. So I would put a TV here on this wall, or either that wall right there. You could put one here or here, but it just depends on how you do your furniture layout. And because this is a nook here, it will make it kind of hard to be able to put your TV on either one of these walls, because if you put your chair here, it's going to cover this whole area, which I think is beautiful. It's very different having a nook right here. This, I would put a bench right here in front of this window. Right in front of the window, I would put a cute bench. Of course, we do some drapes, so I like the floor to ceiling, so we have some drapes that come down over both windows as well. Drapes over here, drapes on this window as well. They did pretty decent upgrades in this home. Of course, I would change this out and put a more modern, updated ceiling fan, most likely a chandelier, because I do like those that they retract. And when you don't have the fan on, the blades retract, but it still looks like a chandelier. So I would definitely do that. Now in this space as well, if you do a sectional here, now you have a whole empty space over here that you literally can make another little seating area. You literally could put another little seating area here, and like two chairs here, two single chairs here, two single chairs here. A big area rug. This room could take 11 by 19 area rug. I would put a huge area rug in here in this space. But yeah, I could definitely see this being a very good potential. This is actually a great size room for sure. So let's go across to the kitchen. first thing that I would do is change the flooring. So I would definitely update the flooring. I do love this one, but I would update the flooring just so it flows better. I would have loved to see this flow all the way through this space because it would have flowed so much better. Of course, we would put a beautiful chandelier here, and obviously this is where the dining room table must be, but I see an area over here for a kitchen nook. So I would use this one to put a round table here. Now, my preference would be to put in a built-in, but we can still do a round table right here because I like these little nooks that they have. I really like these bay windows. Of course, I would do probably the Roman shades here. I love Roman shades. So I would do some custom Roman shades here, but I would definitely put a round table here because that would be perfect. Kitchen, I do like the upgrades that they did in here. The cabinets, I would definitely paint the cabinets white for sure. And I would change the front doors and do them in shaker. So that's another thing you can do. And I did that in a previous project where they had cabinets similar to these. And we had a professional come out, paint the cabinets, and we sent the cabinets measurements off, and they did shaker front doors, which is the beautiful front doors on the cabinet. So I would definitely change that. Countertops, actually not so bad. It is a laminate, but it's an updated modern laminate. So I mean, for budget friendly, I would definitely keep them. If you want to go for more luxury high end, I would definitely go with either granite or quartz in this same pattern. The pattern is beautiful. And I do like that they have an oven as well. That's a plus. And I also like they got the exhaust vent. Most people, it will block the view, but this one for some reason is doing perfectly fine. I think because it's glass, it's not hovering over the entire thing. And I do like how they have the drop-in sitting right in the middle of the island. I do like this. I think that was a really good upgrade that they did with here. Now this, I would probably end up putting bar stools, maybe a couple bar stools here. Now this space is right here is what's different for me. I definitely wouldn't have this light hanging here because I'm thinking what they're doing is making this as their dining room / breakfast nook. If that's the case, that's fine. But I would do, of course, a longer table here, not too long. I would definitely change this out and put a beautiful chandelier here to modernize this space. Now, this space was big enough to actually put a dining room in there and your living space in there as well, because that's a pretty good size space, and the way it's done, it would have been perfect. But you can put a dining room table here. I would have just go ahead and put a dining room table here and then have a breakfast nook table right over here. So it would make sense to do it that way. It's just the first I've seen that they had two areas in one space, especially this type of space. It's usually done like this in more of an open concept, but they're making the best of the space that they have. So it works. So let's go around and see what they have over here. So this is the hallway leading to the side door. I would definitely change this out to a more modern lighting. And I'm not sure if I would say this is probably the master. It does have an ensuite, and it has a pretty decent sized closet. So in here, I would definitely change out the lighting. We'll put something more high-end, something more, modern than this ceiling fan. The ceiling fan is not bad, but not for the look that I would possibly go with. Now, I would say I would put my bed right here. I just feel like a bed needs to be the focal point, so I would have my bed here. Only thing I hate about when a window is like taking up most of the middle of the wall. So it's like it's impossible to not cover some of the wall if you want your bed to be symmetrical, and I'm a symmetrical person. Even if we were to turn the bed this way, this window is still gonna be behind the bed. So I would definitely prefer the bed to be this way, headboard this way. It may have to take a little bit of the space, or we can slide it down to make it, where it's not covering the window. I would definitely do ceiling to floor drapes here. Beautiful tufted headboard here. Floor to ceiling here. I can definitely see in here being a pretty black, cream, a pop of maybe green color in here. Definitely a huge, It's actually a really nice space. So I would definitely do maybe a 9 by 11 rug in here as well, area rug, probably greens, golds, creams in that area rug in this space. Over here is probably where I would sit the dresser. Right here, I think that's the perfect spot to sit that dresser here. Beautiful art over top of that. Now their TV, because if the bed's turned this way, then that means their TV would have to go here. Cute TV here. And it depends on the size. We could possibly put a dresser here. So it will be directly across from the bed. So I would say TV here, dresser here. On this side, I would then incorporate probably a beautiful sitting area, 2 side chairs right here. Beautiful stand in the middle of it. Beautiful artwork right over the top of that. So that's now you got a sitting area inside your bedroom here where you can see the TV from this direction. The bed is facing this way. And over here, I would probably do some beautiful art on this wall. They have a lot of walls, so you can definitely incorporate a whole lot of art. And I love rooms that have walls because I love art. I love metal decor pieces. I would probably put some beautiful metal decor pieces on this wall. Now, what I would do probably behind the bed, I would do a custom wall because I love these panels that they have. They're called the fluted panels. So I would probably go with a black fluted panel behind this wall just so it would pop off from the bed over here. So I love doing those walls. Wallpaper is another thing that I'm getting into. So I do love wallpaper. So it would be between a fluted wall or a wallpaper on this wall right here. That's going to elevate it. So that would be beautiful in here. Let's go check out the ensuite bath. Pretty decent size for the age of the home. Pretty decent size for the age of the home. Yes. Now I would definitely, for sure, do floor to ceiling shower curtains. And the curtains that I typically use is regular curtains. People be trying to figure out like what type of curtains should I get? Shower curtains? No, I use regular curtains and then put the shower curtain behind it. And usually like in between a 90 to 94 to 96 inch. For here, I would use the taller the ceiling, then you want to go to maybe 102 and up. But I would definitely do floor to ceiling. Nice rug put here. Some beautiful art here. They do have the built-in shelving, so I would incorporate maybe some candles, some stuff that they would use for the bathroom, maybe some cute decor pieces here. Keep it very simple because I think simple is more. I don't like a lot of clutter because I think it just takes away from anything you do. Now, I do like that they have the cabinets here, and they look like they're fairly new. But for me, if this was my project, what would I do? I would have taken these out. I would do some beautiful gold frame mirrors here. I like smart mirrors, so it'd probably be a gold smart mirror. This would definitely come out. We will update those, but I would definitely do a smart mirror here. Take those out, of course, do a beautiful smart mirror here. That would definitely come out. Maybe a valance here, Roman shades, just like the other one. We do some Roman shades here. Now, one other thing that I'm really loving, I did in a couple projects, instead of towel racks, we use towel warmers. So it's actually a towel warmer you put here. You actually can plug it in or you can have it wired in permanently. But I would love to have that here. Now, this is for me in case we were trying to go high-end luxury. And it's not that expensive. So that would be a really good splurge on having towel warmers here. Now, over here is beautiful too. So I would definitely incorporate some more art here on this wall just to fill this in. Now, this would be another idea of a wall that I would love to put wallpaper on right here. It's just the first thing you see when you come in. It'd be beautiful to have some beautiful wallpaper on this wall right here. But I can see the space. I see the potential in it. This would be a great space to work with. So let's move on. Let's see where else. Well, other than that, it's a pretty good space for the age of this home. That's a pretty good size. All right, now we go into the other part of the home, the main. And this is the hall bath. First thing I notice is the small mirror here. Of course, I love smart mirrors, so I would definitely do smart mirror here. Change this fixture. Put some beautiful wallpaper on this wall. Beautiful wallpaper here on this entire wall from the top here all the way to here. Definitely floor to ceiling curtains in here as well. I would definitely put a towel warmer on this wall here as well. The flooring I would keep. The flooring is not that bad. So I would keep that if we're trying to stay on budget. Now, if we're not trying to stay on budget, then I would change it out to probably some beautiful plank flooring for this space, but not a bad space to work with at all. I see a lot of potential here. Yeah, a lot of potential, but I can see that wallpaper wall here. Beautiful black color right here and a beautiful texture on this wall. So not bad. Let's see what they have down here. Pretty good, decent sized home. And this is another bedroom. And it's a closet, decent size. This room right here would probably only fit. And honestly, I'm not sure what the other sizes of the other spaces is. You can either have this as a home office because of the size of it, or you can have this as a bedroom. Now, if you put it as a bedroom, I would suggest probably going with a full-size bed because of the size of the space. It's definitely pretty tight in here. So I could see this being more of maybe a toddler's room with a little small bed or a little single bed. You could get a full size in here, but I would say you probably have to turn it this way in order to get that to fit because there's a closet here. But I would definitely make it beautiful. This is the space that I would make an office space because I think it would be the perfect size for an office. Again, another custom wall I would put here. I love custom walls. I love wallpaper. I love paneling. I love all of that. This is probably a custom wall here. And if it was an office, it would be a great spot to actually sit the desk probably this way and then have your chairs sitting over here facing the desk in this area over here. Definitely would change the lighting fixture for sure to something modern. Floor to ceiling curtains. Definitely some beautiful art on this wall right here. Now this is if I'm turning into an office. I will put the desk over here, the two chairs on this side. Floor to ceiling drapes. Custom wall right behind the desk right here. So pretty good space for office. This would be actually a typical space for an office. Let's see, we have one across the hall here. Now this space looks like it's a tad bit bigger. So of course this will be a definite bedroom here. Now because the door is here, I would probably put the bed against this wall. It's just something about me. I feel like bed should be the focal point. If I put it here and you're walking down the hall, then it's the opposite. I feel like if you come in and you see the bed head this way, it makes sense. Another wall that I would put a custom wall on here. And if you want it to be extra, we could put the paneling from the back of the wall all the way up to the ceiling and stop it right here. Now for that master, that's something that would be definitely an upgrade to do your paneling from the back of the bed all the way to the ceiling. Definitely change out the ceiling fan. I can see a beautiful area rug in here. TV would go on this wall if we put in the bed here. It's enough space where you can put a little side chair right in this corner. You can put artwork here, a couple art pieces here. This could be a really beautiful space. One thing I like about working with smaller spaces like this is that you can put some really nice upgrades in it and it's not going to cost you as much money as it would for a space that's more larger. So I can see a lot of potential in here as well. Now, let's see. Of course, I would change out all of these fixtures right here. All the fixtures. All right, so here's another space. This is another area, still bigger than the first one. So yes, I would definitely use that as an office. This one would probably fit a full-size bed, and the bed would have no choice but to go here because there's a closet. So the bed would have to go this way. Floor to ceiling drapes here. Floor to ceiling drapes here. Maybe a 5x7 area rug I would put in here because it is a smaller space. I don't know if an 8x10 would fit in here. And I typically like 8x10s, but it just depends on your floor space. And I don't think this is a space where it would actually fit an area rug that size. This is actually a little cute home, actually. Very cute home. I will put the TV on this wall if the bed's over here. TV here, dresser right here. And you still would probably have a little bit of room with the bed here to put a teeny little chair here, maybe a spot where you can sit. I will, of course, incorporate some art here. And when I say art, y'all, it can be art as far as like art, or it can be anything from metal decor pieces. Some people consider that art. It's a lot of decorative things that you can do. Now for this space as well, a custom wall will look beautiful here behind the bed. And what that does, it takes your mind off saying it's a smaller space. It's just, all you know, it's a beautiful space. So I think a beautiful custom wall will look good here on this wall as well. As long as you get your bed size right, you should be fine. And I think a full size would fit perfect in this space. And it could be a really cute little room. I like this one. We got one more room. Look like this is pretty good size rooms. A lot of space for this age of house. So this room is bigger than all the other rooms. So I would definitely be able to put the bed here. Again, another custom wall, whether it's wallpaper, whether it's fluted panels, whether it's the PVC marble panels, a custom wall. Definitely have it going all the way up to ceiling and drop like right here at the foot of the bed, just with the LED lights and everything on the side. So I can see a custom wall here. An 8x10 area rug should be able to fit in this space just fine. I still do love this flooring. It's neutral. The flooring is a modern up to date. It looks like it could be almost laminate and kind of plank style. I think it's a really thick laminate flooring. But it's a beautiful flooring. It's updated. So we definitely wouldn't have to change that for somebody that's possibly on a budget, but we would splurge on doing a custom wall for sure. So I would actually put, if their bed's going here, the TV will go on this wall right here. I will put the TV here so they could see straight across this way. Maybe a tiny dresser. You don't need a very long one here. And it's actually still would be big enough where they actually can probably put a little chair right here too. Just, I like a little chair in the space. Some places you could just kind of sit down if you don't want to sit on the bed and watch TV. And I think this room actually could, you know, afford to have a little small sitting area as well. Now on this wall over here, if the bed's going here, you have a full empty wall. So I would take full advantage of it. Probably 3 rectangle pictures on this wall to fill it up. I just like filling up a wall this huge. Make sure you always get rectangle photos, or you can stack your art. I keep telling people that you can stack. So you can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in square shape. Or you can do it that way too as well. So I love that. And I love walls. I like that this house have walls. So we can put an art piece here as well. We definitely could. Some greenery, nightstands on both sides of the bed here. You could put a nice plant right in that corner. This is actually a pretty good space. I'm impressed by the space, and for the age of this home, this is a good bit of space here. And they did some upgrades. So let's see. I think we've toured the entire house. Yeah, we've toured the entire house. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And I just still love the openness, because it's hard to find the openness in this size home and this age of home especially. This is a huge space right here when you walk into the home that I really like. So if you're interested in having any design work done, please give me a call. I have my information down below. We do anything from designing to full remodels, bath, kitchen. We can do a full, complete gut and remodel, even from small tasks as far as you just wanted to refresh your home decor. We can do that as well. Also, I have the information listed below of the realtor that's actually have this property listed. So if you're interested in this property, give her a call and she'll be glad to go over the details or set up a time to come out and meet you for the property. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.